Sure, I'll count us down. All right.
Mm.
On go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Good luck to you too.
And we're off. Oh, man. So, yeah, we've got 2 races today. This will be the first of the 2. And then we have another race this afternoon, with a couple hours of separation in between, I think. Depending on how long this one goes, I suppose. But this is Muri versus VeloxiTea. We haven't seen VeloxiTea for a couple weeks. It feels like a couple weeks anyway. Maybe it wasn't that long. This is Muri's second tournament race, having taken over for another racer who has dropped out of the tournament. So Muri kind of took their spot. And whatever. So this should be a good race, I think. So while they're going through the opening segment here, VeloxiTea stopping to get another Geo node. Some extra Geo. They'll go back, get the Geo from Fury Chest, and then continue onward. So let's take a look at this board, huh? I feel a little bit rusty. I haven't watched a race in like a week almost. Alright. So we have the left side of the board. Tram Pass, Crystal Heart, Deep Nest Stag, 3000 Geo, and Thorns Baldur Spore Shroom. Really a fairly easy side for the most part. Pretty early goals. Crystal Heart is randomized, and the row 5 goal there is also very randomized with the 3, but they pick up...
Yeah, that's accurate.
420 Geo. That's good. So then along the top of the board, we got the Tram Pass, obviously, Weaver Song, 420 Geo Rock, Void Tendrils Journal, and Fluke Nest. A very random row. You got the 420 Geo Rock, which requires dive. The other ones are randomized, and then Void Tendrils you need Shade Cloak to be able to go and get. So not an ideal row to get. Bottom of the board. Got the triple charm goal. 6 maps. Fragile Greed, oh boy. Bretta and Slide, yeah, this is a terrible one as well. Very, very random. Right side of the board, Fluke Nest, Dream Wielder, City Crest, Soul Tyrant, and Stag Nest Vessel Fragment. So, from my perspective, I'd say column 1, for sure the best. Easiest one to get. A lot of the goals. So, we'll probably see a left to right race this time around. All depends on who gets that first goal, of course. Middle of the board, we got Elder Who, Grub Song, 1500 Geo in the bank, Golem and Garpy journal entries. So 2 journal entry goals, which is kind of interesting. You don't usually see that. Failed Champ, Sprintmaster, Dashmaster, Lantern right in the dead center of the board. Green Path of Bungle Grubs, and 3 Grubs and Waterways. So the middle of the board is actually pretty terrible. You get Lumafly Lantern as kind of a relief from that, but it's right in the middle, so not going to be an easy second goal for anybody. The Green Path Grubs coming from the right side, and the 1500 Geo is potentially easier. Left side of the board for second row is pretty random, except for the 6 maps, I guess, is fairly simple, but this will be interesting as this race evolves. Muri falling down in the room here. VeloxiTea's been stopping to farm up on Geo quite a lot. I believe we've seen him do this before as well, so kind of just staying consistent with his methodology. They do have a fair amount of Geo at this point. They didn't get one of the smaller ones from the Fury chest, so stopping to farm geo isn't nearly as important here at the start. As it could be if you got like 150 geo or whatever from that chest in the beginning. I don't remember what the lowest drop is. It's like 150, 160, somewhere in there. But yeah, since I got 400 geo from that chest, it's really not as important to stop along the way. So Muri is the first to arrive at False Night. This will be an easy fight. Both players will kill False Night, check the chest, and then go on to Vengeful Spirit and see what's behind there. Veloxity, one hit away from death there. Almost dying to a couple of ticks and mosquitoes. And Muri finishes False Night. We'll probably pick up the city crest since it is a goal on the board. This is about the only scenario where I will pick up the city crest, is if it's on the board. Otherwise, it's just a couple seconds wasted, in my opinion. It's very rare that you will end up going into City of Tears from the left side. Almost always you'll go in from the right. Because if you can enter the left side, you can pretty much enter the right, so... No real reason to go in the left side. Mantis Claw here at VS. So we are not going to see a Wing Seed. And, oh jeez. Okay. We immediately see wings at Soul Catcher. Holy cow. Well. That, the game is open to them now. Now it's just a matter of where they want to go. Getting some lag here from Veloxity. And yeah, Axe, picking it up, like, you lose like half a second. Because you're not walking against the door when it opens, so you lose like a second. It's not much, but I mean, if you never ever use City Crest except for when the goal is there, it's a second that you're saving. Shade Skip to Resting Grounds. They don't even need the Shade Skip anymore. They have Wings and Claw. You can just go up past Salubra for free. I mean, you can keep picking it up if you want. There's really no reason to pick it up. Or have to worry about perfect timing for something you're never going to use.
Okay.
Both players remembering to grab Soul Catcher though, so this shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, say that again?
Would have been devastating if one racer had forgotten to stop at Soul Catcher, but they're both good. Veloxity forgetting that his mic was not muted. But I think Muri told him to mute it. So with this happening, we might see one of the racers go for an early goal. It looks like neither of them are racing. I mean, City Crest Elevators one is potentially the earliest one we could get here. Unless someone really wanted to go for left side and get the tram pass goal. But since that goal is in a top corner, it's really not ideal because then your opponent could get a goal on the bottom row. And ooh, Velocity dying to this Husk guard here. Unfortunate. Not a huge time loss since he's going to be a couple rooms away, but a time loss nonetheless. And dive is at Salubra. This seed is just giving them everything right now. Really no reason not to go up to resting grounds now. Got some more frame rate issues from Velocity. With dive here, this is going to give them 2 extra checks in resting grounds. And allow them to immediately go into city if they so wish. And will allow them to open the city crest door from the right side. So that is an available goal, a very available goal. Yeah, all they need now is Crystal Heart and Dash to be in resting grounds, and then they will be fully kitted. Oh, and Dreamnail. Just all 3 of them be here. Then it will essentially just be a bingo race and not a rando bingo race anymore. That's not exactly true, but they won't be looking for movement if that happens. Only for the randomized goals. It's also very possible that with how early some of these items were, that the rest of the progression items, or, you know, convenience items, you could say, won't be until much later in the seed. In which case, we could be spending 2 hours just walking. Velocity getting dive there at Salubra. And I believe that was Geo at Dreamnail. Abyss Shriek. And Spore Shroom. Oh, that sucks. Spore Shroom is a part of the goal in the bottom left of the board. Oof. So, if someone wants to get that goal, they're going to need 900 essence. Looks like Velocity is going to go check the shops first up in Dirtmouth. And Defender's Crest at Dream Shield. Not useful for this board. Looks like Muri is going to go check the graves, which is good. And we'll get to see what's in the shops here from Velocity. And Wraith's Steady Body, Fluke Nest, Hive Blood. Velocity choosing not to buy Fluke Nest. I think that's the correct play. You don't want to be stuck with the top of the board here. Hopefully we don't lose Velocity stream here. Sprint Master is at Sly. Can't tell if he's deciding whether to buy something or if we've completely frozen stream. Okay. still going. Sprint Master for 440 is part of a goal in row 4, column 3. And I missed what was at the chest. Looks like Soul Catcher was, and some Geo. So nothing important in the grave. We'll see what Muri decides to do now. He's walking to the left here, so probably heading down into city at the moment. Well, knowing what we know now, that Fluke Nest is available, 420 Geo Rock is available, Trampass is available. Starting top row is actually not the worst thing anymore. And if you would lock yourself into the top, you would also get Crystal Heart 1500 Geo as 2 available goals in row 2, which isn't terrible. I still doubt we'll see someone get Fluke Nest right away, but maybe Muri will make that decision here when he sees it. Sprint Master would actually be a really smart buy right now, just because we don't know where some side-to-side movement will be. It's also part of a goal, so it's not really wasted money. And it's going to save you time, since we don't have side-to-side movement. Sprint Master is definitely going to speed you up, give you a slight advantage over the other player. Muri buying Fluke Nest and marking it right away. Also buying Wraiths. We'll see if he goes back and gets Sprint Master. So in this scenario, we do not have defined sides yet to the board. Muri not getting Sprint Master. Just choosing to walk. And looks like he's going to go fungal, I would guess. It's kind of past the point now, but if you're VeloxiTea in this situation and you're not in this dream sequence, you would almost want to rush something on the bottom of the board to force Muri to be on the top side. That main goal being Bretta and Sly or the Stagnest Vessel Fragment would be the quickest. But as it is, looks like Muri's going to get there first. So kind of a moot point. He's heading down here early to get the Gom and Garpede entries. Interesting play if his goal is to be on the right side. Doesn't really hurt to get this now, I suppose, since you're right here. Doesn't have quite enough to dive though, so he gets this little soul totem. Fungal's a pretty good play right now for Muri. There's a lot of item checks that you can do there to potentially get some mobility, some extra speed. Plus there's a goal there for Bretta and Sly and the grubs for the fungal goal as well. And if he so chooses, he could stop over to the bank and put some money in there too. He doesn't have quite enough yet, but essentially 3 goals right here in Fungal. See what Leg Eater has to offer, and Cyclone Slash. Not on the board, not needed for progression, not anymore anyway. Potentially needed to check Nailmaster Glory, but that's far, far in the future, not worth getting right now. Looks like Muri maybe will be going down to Mantis Village. Choosing to bench here at Leg Eater. Yep, going to Mantis Village. Looks like he'll probably just full clear that. May as well at this point. You got a couple spells, so Mantis Lords will be easy. You have Claw, so you don't have to Death Warp. Or save and quit or whatever. Oof, VeloxiTea getting hit by the bats. Muri taking a bath. I really think both racers have made a mistake at this point, not picking up Sprint Master. Yes, it's expensive at 440, but for how much speed it's going to give you over your opponent, I think it's a waste. Just not knowing where dash is going to be. VeloxiTea heading down into city. We'll see where he decides to go with this. How much speed is it? It's like 20% or something. It's non-trivial. I mean, even if it's 10% extra speed, it's pretty significant over your opponent because it's constant 10% or whatever it is. It's not intermediate increase in speed like dash is, or not intermediate. What's the word? It's not a constant speed when you're dashing though. You know, it's damn it, I can't think of the word. You know what I'm talking about though. Well, we can look up what it is on the handy dandy wiki. Increases your speed by 20%. Okay, because base speed is 8.3. Speeds you up to 10. So half the speed of dash. Because a dash brings you up to 20 speed, but it's not a constant speed. So with dash, you're probably have an effective speed of 15. With Sprint Master, you're at 10. Intermittent, that's the one. That's the word. I knew it was an in or something. I'm really interested to see what VeloxiTea does with this. There's not really... Wow, Dream Wielder just being handed to Muri. Hell of a find there. This little spike tunnel is deceptively hard without dash. It's definitely possible with what they have, but You have to do a couple minimum jumps here at the right time. Or you could pogo the spikes. There's a couple options, but it's tricky. And he got it. So Muri will be picking up this goal for rescuing Greta and Sly. No reason not to mark this. Yep. Ah, he beat me to it. So, VeloxiTea, what are we thinking here? Let's try and delve into the mind of VeloxiTea right now. So you're starting on the left side of the board. That means your earliest goals are Trampas, Crystal Heart. I mean, all the goals are fairly simple. The 3K Geo is maybe what he's going for right now. He's got a couple of relics. Not enough to get up to 3K. He'll have to get another seal up in the rafters. That'll be... He might have enough, actually. Like, very close to enough to get 3K. So he might go by Lantern, and then maybe go up to Howling Cliffs. That could be an option. Do Joni's Dark Room. Yeah, that last one's really slow, but I mean, he could potentially win without that anyway, so... We do know where Sports Room is, but all 4 other goals are fairly simple. Not really limiting. So yeah, it looks like he's just gonna do this, sell to Lem, and then save quit back. Go back up to Dirtmouth, I think is the play here. Wow. Crystal Heart is at Claw. Oh boy. What is this seed? And how long is it going to take for VeloxiTea to go there? VeloxiTea is going up into Soul Sanctum right now. Or not. Now bailing on Soul Sanctum. So Muri now has 1 goal in reserve. All the way across the board, too. Not ideal. VeloxiTea walking back to the stag. I'm not sure where his last bench was at. VeloxiTea is starting on the left side. Yes, Muri has locked the right side. Since there's 2 goals on the right, that is the only side where marking those 3 goals is possible. Otherwise, starting from the top is not possible because he couldn't have marked Bretta and Sly. I mean, I can add the side visualizations, but it's going to take me a couple minutes. Muri finishing off. Mantis Lords. Gonna result in 2 item checks here. And Velocity continuing up into Soul Sanctum right now. Well, up into Spire. Presumably then to head up into... Ooh, don't die. Please don't die now. What determines whose audio we hear? Me. Is that just Geo in both chests? Wow, nothing useful behind them. I mean, Geo's useful, so... Wow, Velocity gonna go fight Watcher Knights here and check Watcher Knight's chest. Wanderer's Journal pick up here from Muri. And probably gonna go to the Spore Shroom now through the shortcut. Still not using his Crystal Heart at all, having got it at Mantis Claw. Probably has forgotten he has it already. Well, he's not taking the shortcut. Just walking all the way back up. Is he gonna go use the... Oh, he's gonna go use the City Crest. There we go. He's used it. I would just super dash back to the left here. Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna go up here for fun. Maybe he thinks you need to go through the gate for it to count. Velocity at 1 HP with the Watcher Knights. You got it. Come on, get him. Ooh, that sucks. Watcher Knight's very difficult without having dash. Unfortunately, a pretty big time loss there for Velocity. Oof. Okay, Velocity gets the shade. And is now quitting out. Where's Muri going? Getting some extra health, I guess? And some soul? I would love to see Velocity just bail on this and go get Lantern, spend some Geo, and then work on trying to get something in his second column. The maps probably being the easiest, although 6 maps is a fair amount. Not something you can get immediately. But that would get him to the middle of the board, which is available right now. Lantern, a very lucrative goal at the moment. Although it looks like Muri will be getting it first. VeloxiTea just so far away from that at the moment, and Muri is able to market right now. We could also see him put money in the bank. Although I think that would be a mistake in this instance. The money in the bank is not being threatened at the moment, and Lumify Lantern is very lucrative. Very easy goal to get. Either way, it's probably not going to matter, but... Okay. Well, not a whole lot going on right now, I guess. So now would be a good time for me to... I'll add the home row bars. Not much to commentate on. Since when was that a secret area? Since game release? Wow. Muri finding Dreamnail at Sporeshroom. Fungal was loaded. There, the bars have been added. Muri, what are you doing? Muri contemplating life right now? Bathroom break, maybe? Wow. VeloxiTea finding grub song. That, kind of unfortunate. That's one of his reserve goals just gone now. Bathroom break from Muri. We're gonna switch over to VeloxiTea's audio for now then. Muri's safe quitting. Oh no, he just went through the transition. I just saw a black screen. Okay. And there's another goal for Muri. May as well mark it, doesn't hurt. Increase the stamina. It is true. Running that will increase the size of your bladder. Looks like Muri's not gonna go to Joni's. Yes, it's unlocked deep nest. You okay, monster? And what do we got at Shape of Un? He's a speedrunner now. This is current patch. Finding Vengeful Spirit. Not really necessary at this point, but useful for sure. I missed what Isma's tier at the chest. Not really needed anymore, but interesting nonetheless. I want to know what the exact trigger is for Zote dying. Because he's there right now. He's still alive. Looks like Muri may be going for the grubs, that goal in column 4, or at least working towards it. I don't know how much I feel about this right now, or how, you know, how I feel about this. I feel like with him, he has everything he needs to finish at the moment. Yeah, it's gonna take a while without having dash to do a lot of stuff, but I mean he can get all the way to Velocity side of the board right now. Essentially go mode at this point. So he could do the City Crest goal fairly quickly. He could do the Geo in the Bank goal fairly quickly if he went and sold his relics. He could get Lantern. Break the 420 Geo Rock. Do Elder Who. He has Crystal Heart already, so then he could mark that. So, just focusing a lot on the randomization right now, it seems like. Instead of the bingo board. Maybe Muri not feeling confident in fighting some bosses without dash. I'm curious to see what Velocity will do now. Orn it down. And will we get Vanilla Dash? No. Heavy Blow. Which is not on this board. Alright, Velocity, where are you gonna go? Looks like Muri is going to double down here on these checks. Likely heading to Great Slash at this point, and then continuing on to clear out Green Path. If he wants the Green Path and Fungal Grubs, this makes a little bit of sense. Fortunately for Muri, Velocity's not really threatening with any goals right now. Obviously we can see that, but Muri doesn't know that. Alright, what you doing now, Velocity? Go back to Dirtmouth and buy some things. Maybe 6 maps. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Dreamgate at Great Slash. That's really nice. That's gonna speed up some of what he does. How is Muri finding everything right now? Jeez. Alright, there's Lantern for Velocity. So that's 2 goals in reserve for them. Hopefully not going to find anything else. Choosing not to spend more money to get the goal. Just need 300 more. 270 more. Okay, here we go. Heading back to Iselda to buy some maps or Wraiths or Fluke Nest or nothing. Buying the Quill for reasons unknown. Just in case they get lost. That's a first for me. I've not seen anyone buy the quill in a race before. And just Geo at Thorns. Dreamgate still being a useful thing to find, though. Although Muri doesn't have any essence right now, so he can't even use it. How many maps does VeloxiTea have? 2, I think. I believe he bought the one in Soul Sanctum and then bought Crossroads, but didn't buy Resting Grounds there. So Zelda still has Resting Grounds. I'm not keeping track of his maps. We see our first charm equip from Muri. Wow, choosing to use Fluke Nest too. Daring. I like this from VeloxiTea. You need to be going here. Yes, please. Okay, you don't need Cyclone. Don't buy it. Why did... No. You didn't need that. He has nothing left. You bought him out. This could be big for VeloxiTea. This could be a snipe, I guess. Not really a big snipe, but grabbing Crystal Heart is what he needs right now. And then if he goes on to Spore Shroom, goes back up to Elder Hu, this could block off Muri for quite a long time while Muri continues to do checks. We'll get to see what is at the Green Path chest, though, which is Fragile Greed. 1/3 of that goal. It really is. It's very difficult to just ignore the randomizer part of it and just say, I don't need to check these. I need to just go and do goals because I can do so many. Once you get used to that, though, it's also very easy to fall into the opposite trap, which happens to me a lot, is to ignore goal or ignore checks so much that you kind of hamper yourself with abilities. I don't know. It's a tough balance to find, especially since that balance is different depending on the seed, the board, and your opponent. So that's a lot of why Rando Bingo Invasion is a lot of fun, I think. Because there's no set way to do things. It's all routing on the fly, trying to think on your feet, adapt to what's happening, that kind of stuff. And essentially tests your game knowledge more than anything else. Game knowledge and routing. This is really good for VeloxiTea. They're going to get a goal here. Making that claw check first, I would presume. Nope. What? Yep, gonna go open the door. Alright, so what does Muri have left? Did Muri get both grubs? Yes, I think they did. Because they got one by Dream Nail, so they have both. And all the green path grubs. Muri confirmed not cheating this time. And there's Crystal Heart for VeloxiTea. Really good take for them. Really good. So hopefully now VeloxiTea goes and checks this and then doesn't do Mantis Lords. We know that Mantis Lords is nothing. Muri has had a very lucky start. This randomizer has been very generous. Except for Dash. Yeah, Muri has been practicing a lot though too. So hopefully this is the decision point for VeloxiTea. I would guess, you know, I would guess he's going to do Mantis Lords, but we know it's going to be a waste of time. Just going to be Geo. Really hard to pass up those two checks, though, if you don't know what's behind it. Hopefully, he just continues on and goes up to Sports Room and checks that. Nope. I'm going to do Mantis Lords. It's hard to say that I disagree. I mean, with how much stuff we've seen in the tournament for what Mantis Lords have held, yeah. 2 checks for about a minute's worth of work. May as well. Wraiths, though, just giving Dream Shield. Where are you going, Muri? You're just getting health off the Chia Pet? You can't get into Queen's Garden yet. Going back to Wraiths? Where's he going? I'm really confused by this. Is he just getting enough Geo for the bank? Is that his goal here? He didn't even break the Geo Rock. Oh, is he farming it over and over again? What are you doing? Nice. Veloxity just pulling off the win there. Defeating Mantis Lords. Yeah. I'm really confused by what Muri is doing. Trying to go for that super dash across. But still doesn't have enough geo for opening the bank and storing the money. Okay. Meanwhile, Veloxity discovering just how useless Mantis Lords is in this seed. Muri healing up off these jellies. Oof. That was risky. I guess he's just getting their geo. That's the goal. Oh boy. Yeah, he's trying to get to 1600 so he can get that geo in the bank goal. That appears to be what he's doing. I think there's better ways to do this. Especially since he didn't break that one. Oof, geo deposit in Wraiths. In that area. The overgrown mound. Keep going that way, Veloxity. Keep going. Go get Spore Shroom. You can do it. You can do it. Looks like Velocity is a little bit undecided on what they want to do. Going back down to Mantis Lords. For reasons. Where are you going? Are you going to Deep Nest through here? Oh, this is bad. Don't do this. Why? Where are we going? Are you getting the map? Oh. Buy the map from Cornifer right here. This could be good. Yes. Okay, I like that. Now leave. No, don't go deeper. No. There is a map location on both paths. This is unfortunate because the other path would have led him right to Dreamnail. Instead, we get a map and the slow entrance into Deep Nest. This is going to be really unfortunate if we never see Veloxity go back. Alright, here comes the 1500 in the bank by Muri. That's a goal. Veloxity now questioning life decisions. If they go and get the Golem and Garpede journal entries... No, that's not the way. Drop down. I mean, this is a way to get into the middle of the board. But this is still the wrong path to do it. Going up past Spore Shroom would have been the way. I don't think Veloxity has the journal yet, though. So I'll have to go back and go get that. as well as the GOM entry. I don't think VeloxiTea has that either. We saw Muri stop, but I don't remember seeing VeloxiTea stop for it. Please don't sit down. Okay. Although now that you're down here, you may as well go get Tram Pass. Please go to the right and go get that journal entry. I'm not sure if VeloxiTea knows where this is. They might be looking up where its location is at. Nope, wrong way. Wrong way. Looks like Muri going for the elevator's goal on the right side of the board. Yeah, you can't do anything over here, VeloxiTea. Not where you want to be. Really dangerous scenario for VeloxiTea now. Looks like they are looking up the location. VeloxiTea at 1 HP with a bench that's far, far away. Okay, that is the correct spot now. It does count as a station visit, you are right, but there's not really a reason to do that. I think he was just looking for this. Alright, so you've looked at the Garpede. You can't do anything else down here. There's nothing else for you here. This is part of what I was mentioning earlier, just about Rando Bingo testing your game knowledge. This is essentially now a time waste that knowing a little bit more about the game and about where items are located, where that time wouldn't be lost. But VeloxiTea is still a little bit newer to Rando Bingo stuff, so just not knowing where some items are, which is whatever, it happens. It's learning. Now choosing to sit on the bench. Really unfortunate, though, that they missed Dreamnail. That's going to hurt. Muri's still working towards that elevator goal right now. Nothing has really changed on that front. Yes, Muri has already used the crest. So all he needs to do is ride that second elevator, and that goal is his. Hopefully VeloxiTea will save quit after getting the tram pass here. Since they're here, I'd like to see a trip out to Deep Nest Stag and unlocking that for a goal. But then VeloxiTea really needs to get the Goming RP journal entries. Alright, save quitting immediately. That's good. Will Muri go and do Watcher Nights? I doubt it. Oh? He is. Gonna get this grub first, though? Nope, never mind. Crystal Heart tinking off all their armor. This will still be interesting though, because Muri, like VeloxiTea at this point, does not have dash. Does have dive though, which kind of trivializes a lot of this, but still. VeloxiTea looks lost over there. Dive so far, making short work of these watchers. Or I guess they're not watchers. Lurian is the watcher, and these are his knights. Why someone like Lurian would get a bunch of knights though seems beyond me. Dude's an asshole. VeloxiTea remembering that you can only get one swing in on each one of these devouts if you don't have dash. A lot of people fall into the trap of swinging twice. Then you cannot outrun them that way. And Glowing Womb. Useless. Would be more useful if that goal was on the board, but it's not. Meanwhile, in Weaver's Den, gonna get 2 checks here from VeloxiTea. Where was VS? Yeah, Baldur. As part of that. Thorns! Hey, that's actually really useful for VeloxiTea. Not checking the Hornet spot, though? What? No, the chest. Go get the chest. Where are you going? No. Oh, that's unfortunate. VeloxiTea not knowing about the Weaver's Den chest. really unfortunate.
Gotcha.
Muri is now loaded and probably going to steal that lantern goal. There's another goal for Velocity. Muri now might be thinking, oh crap, Velocity has Dream Nail because he just got Deep Nest stuff. But that is not true. Awoken Dream Nail is not taken at all. Yeah, it's not randomized in this. It's in its vanilla location. 3 locations for Dream Nail would be way too many. But yeah, for the purposes of this, it's not even needed, so it's just left alone. You can go get it if you want, but it's a waste of time. Wait until King Soul is randomized. Okay, I'll keep waiting. Muri gonna go check Grub Song. I think he's forgotten that Lantern is on the board. He has to have. Velocity going to grab the Golem entry here. And then he needs to go to Green Path and get the journal. Then that goal will be his. Nope. You don't have that goal. You need the journal, bud. No. He doesn't have the journal, right? Open up your journal, dude. You don't have it. Looks like he realizes. Maybe not. You need the journal. I can't tell you you need the journal. Asked on Discord? No, that's not considered Golem and Garpede because you don't have the journal. That's really unfortunate. No, Velocity has not been to Green Path. And the reason I knew that he didn't have the journal was because the little hunter's mark in the bottom left didn't show up when he was talking to each one. Why did... Muri bought the quill too. Why are both runners buying the quill? Apparently there's something I don't know. Like the quill is, I don't know. Yes, Muri has the journal. Velocity does not. Oh boy, is this gonna put Velocity all the way back down in Deep Nest? Oh wow, that's another goal for Muri. I feel really bad unmarking that stuff for Velocity, but I mean, I can't give out information of exactly what they need to go get during the middle of a race. As soon as it's over, I will tell them, you know, what you missed. But I can't say you need the journal because that's pointing them in a direction for something they should already know. Now where are you going, Muri? Oh, he's going the Who. Suppose I could unmark this. It's not in reserve anymore. Okay, Velocity has now visited 3 of the tram locations. Just needs 2 more. The ones up by Resting Grounds. So, presumably, they will go down, unlock Hidden Stag, stag up to either Crossroads or Resting Grounds, and then get the last 2. Yeah, I'd buy this map here. Boom, 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 boom. We'll barely have enough geo to get this station as well. And Muri will finally be revealing that he has Dream Nail. Elder Who without dash is a little bit scary. Dash very useful to avoid both of his attacks. As we can see though, still possible without it, just a bit annoying. Please go to Green Path. Oh, he's gonna go to Resting Grounds. Go to Green Path, dude. Get the journal. You can't have journal entries without a journal. Elder Who is down. think Velocity is probably a bit tilted. Now where's Muri going? Is he going to get trampassed now? Okay. Velocity now just needs to go to the other station. Siplax. Just ruining things? Come on, man. They're in a race, dude. And goal for Velocity. It's not really the same as Googling, because it's telling him exactly what he's missing for a goal. They should be able to keep track of that themselves. Like, we're not trackers for them, you know? Like, if they have 5 maps and they try and mark the goal, I'm not going to tell them they have 5 maps and they need another one. Or which map they didn't get, or whatever. I'm just telling them, you don't have this goal. Interesting, putting a Dream Gate right next to the bench. I guess he doesn't want his bench down here. Gonna leave his bench outside of Deep Nest. Makes sense. So what's the point of being down here now if you're Muri? Goman Garpede? Which... What's he going to get here? Just the checks? The Trampass goal is gone. He can't get that anymore. Waterway grubs? Maybe. Yeah. Seems an odd one to go for. He can't even mark it yet. He knows it's vanilla. Saving the 3 grubs and waterways is not going to be super easy without dash. Is that even possible without dash to do the Crystal Heart skip into Eastman's Grove? Because there's that lip, like underneath where that egg machine is. Velocity is going to get Dreamnail. Oh my god, this is amazing. Yeah, it's probably possible, but I just don't know. I've never tried it without dash. Dreamnail! Amazing. Velocity gonna be kicking themselves for not coming here earlier. And Muri gets the journal goal. Sorry, Velocity. You need the journal, dude. With Dreamnail now, though, it is possible to do failed champ, I guess. Although dashless, that's a suicide mission. Velocity is pretty much stuck on that side of the board now. Yeah, I may as well tell him no. I mean, that does give Muri a little bit of information that Velocity didn't go and get the journal. But that doesn't mean that they weren't in Green Path. I don't know. Still probably shouldn't have said anything, but whatever. Good, I like that from Velocity. Not going to go and check that. Wonder where they're going now, though. To get some maps, maybe? I mean, at this point, if you're Velocity, there's not much that you can do to come back from this. Muri has done a really good job of pinning him to the left side. It is just unfortunate that Velocity didn't know you needed the journal to get journal entries. Because that would have blocked Lantern. Really would have just been a 2-goal difference, though. Muri would still have a commanding lead. That's mathematically impossible. Not today, with the way the rules are set up. You can't have a column of 5 without 5 before it. Here comes the elevator goal. So this will be quick. So where do you go from here if you're Muri? 420 Geo-Rock, probably. And then maps to get the other 2. Dash could be so many places. Crystal Peak hasn't even been explored at all by either player. The Abyss, I mean, that's possible. Really, they could be anywhere because, you know, we have Claw and Wings and Dive. We have like everything except for Dash, and Dash is not considered progression, so it could be anywhere. Could be at Nailmaster's Glory and Abyss, for all we know. It could be at Weaver's Song Chest. That would be unfortunate. Interesting. Muri coming all the way down here just to get the map. How many maps does he have? I haven't been paying attention. He's bought quite a few though. Damn pufferfish. Yeah, you can't mark it anyway right now, but may as well build towards it. This is the dumbest arena in the game. I think this one's so stupid. Oof. Come on, VeloxiTea, make it through there. This is gonna give oh! It's gonna give Dreamgate, as we know. Yeah. It's such a memey arena. Yes, Muri has been using the gate. Say combination again. Say crack again. Crack. VeloxiTea sitting at the bench. Not a bench you see many people take. Okay, so that's one waterway grub. Getting these other two is going to be difficult. Without Eastman's Tier and without Dash. I honestly don't know how possible the acid skips are in Eastman's Grove without Dash, but I guess we'll see. We could also see... Okay, not sure what you're... Yeah, Muri needs to go down and use the tram to go over to the right. Yeah, the second one shouldn't be a problem. The second two. What? You're gonna do this without Dash? How are you gonna get in there? You don't have Dash, Muri. No, Muri. Muri, take the tram. You have to take the tram for the last one anyway. Well, now we're just losing time. Maybe he thinks it's not possible to get those three now. It goes back to King Station. Yeah, I am too. The Geo-Rock is very possible. Maybe that's where he's going now. Looks like it. Could be. It's a very obtainable goal for him. I'm not sure how many maps this is. You can check by opening up his inventory. Or looking at the world map, I should say. I wonder if he'll stop and check // May as well, I suppose, at this point. Because maybe it's dash. No Master Glory. Not useful. So getting this goal will put Muri 1 goal away from victory. Which he will presumably finish by getting 6 maps. So right now he has Green Path, Crossroads, Waterways, Kingdom's Edge. I don't know that he bought the Resting Grounds one. So that would be 5. But I'm not sure what his 6th would be. Fungal? I don't know if he bought Fungal. Nice fake dive. Velocity heading out to Shape of Un. This is a check that Muri has not made yet because he doesn't have Eastman's tier. And this goal will be taken soon. Making sure to get all the geo before marking it. Even though you don't need the geo, you just need to break the rock. And Vengeful Spirit, the second copy of VS, is here. Unfortunately, not really going to help Velocity at all. This race is probably going to be over here shortly as soon as Muri buys some more maps. I'm not sure how many more he needs, but... if he just buys those 2, I think he's done. Oops. Buy one more. Buy that one. It's right there. You bought a quill earlier. Buy the map.
Good game, Muri.
Buy the map. It's not over.
Damn it! It makes me so mad. I didn't think that journal was necessary, or like I thought I just need the journal. Yeah. Then it took me a while to get back because I thought I had unlocked Queen Stag, but I did not unlock. Queen
The race
Stag,
isn't
so
over.
So it took me a while to get back there, and by the time that I got back, you had Gom and Garpede. So
Yeah.
go.
sleep right now, and I think
the race isn't over yet, technically.
It's
okay.
not.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't he have 13?
Nope.
Oh, did you not buy 6
There was a
maps?
problem.
You bought a quill, dude.
Yeah, but there were 2. There were.
There you go.
Forgotten
Now you got
Crossroads.
it.
There were forgotten. No. I bought. Wait a minute.
You bought a quill earlier in the Zelda's shop. So
Yeah. But I
had to buy that
at
last
the
one.
beginning. Then, okay, whatever. Yeah, that's probably
That's
you're probably you're probably more aware than me. Yeah. I thought like wait a minute. Forgotten Crossroads, Resting Grounds. Yeah, you're right. I only bought 1 here. I thought I bought 2. Yeah, but yeah, the quill. That was dumb.
You both bought the quill, which I thought was funny.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Man. That was a good match though. It was a really exciting start too.
No, you see, I have 7. I have 7 area right now.
Yeah, but Dirtmouth is given to you for free.
Yeah, but if he's got
not
7
counting
areas, he's got
Dartmouth.
6 maps.
Oh, I see it.
Green
Never mind.
Path, Forgotten Crossroads, Resting Grounds, Kingdom's Edge, Royal Waterways. Yeah, because I bought Fungi Ways, Royal Waterways, and Kingdom's Edge. Yeah, I knew that I was right.
I mean, either way, the other one was in the shop, so
Yeah.
mostly memeing
Yeah,
anyway.
sure.
But
But I was counting right for once. For once, I'm not the one who was wrong about that.
I felt so bad unmarking that goal for you, Velocity, like really bad.
That's all right. It had to be done. I'm just a little. I didn't actually. I know it said journal entries. Like I can in fact read. I just didn't believe that I needed to have the journal entries to get it. Or I didn't need to have the actual journal to get the marks. That's okay though. If that's the rule, that's just the rule.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go fight failed champion anyway.
Oh yeah.
I can't actually beat. No, actually, I don't think I can beat failed champion without dash.
You probably
It's
can,
messed
but
up.
I wouldn't want to try it.
Yeah, I didn't want to try Soul Tyrant for the same reason.
Soul Tyrant's easy though. Like compared to false, like to failed champion, Soul Tyrant's easy.
I don't know. The second phase with the spells I had, I don't know which spells you had, but I didn't have any. I didn't have any upgraded spells. So
Yeah, neither did I.
Did you have any dash?
I found Crystal Heart, like you probably did too.
Yeah, I did it way earlier than you, so
Yeah, I know.
I knew where you were when you.
I went the City of Tears route through Resting Grounds and everything. I didn't go back for I didn't go back into Fungal Waste, and now I kind of wish I had. This whole trip was kind of disappointing, and like ending with not being able to get Goman Garpede is like the pinnacle of just how I feel this whole race. just lots of disappointment. It was a fun match though. Like definitely like getting claw and wings right out the gate. That was pretty great.
That was so funny. Like, okay, this is a close seed, and I can check Soul Catcher, and then boom.
Boom,
Wings.
there it is.
Okay.
Monarch Wing. I was so surprised by that. Oh man. That was really crazy. That was a really crazy find. I actually wasn't sure where to go at first because I had too many options. And then
I was lucky because I went. So Fluknes was at Iselda's.
Yeah,
and-
Fluxus was at shop. I didn't want to buy it though because it was a corner piece, and I didn't feel like I could do the other side of the map just fine.
No, really, you were ahead of me.
Velocity was there before you.
Damn, no. You should have like 100%. Like the opposite side was not terrible, but it was worse. Like with the 2 Dream Nail thing.
Yeah, I was able to eventually get like I had to go so far out of my way to get Tram Pass and Deep Nest Stag. But at the time I was like, oh, I'll just get Garpede along the way, and I thought I had it. Not.
Oh yeah.
And then Goman Garpede did not happen. And then I knew you were gonna buy Lumafly Lantern, so I was trying to rush to get Goman Garpede so I could get Lumafly Lantern because I already had Grub Song. which by the way, Grub Song was in the Soul Sanctum, which I also went to.
Oh, I didn't go to Soul Sanctum.
You know what
I
else is in Soul
skipped.
Sanctum? Yzma's Tear. Yzma's Tear is in Soul
Oh.
Sanctum.
Wow. Imagine
Yeah.
if like there was a dream nail at Shape of Moon.
Yeah, I know.
cool.
That would have been crazy. But no, at Shape of a Spirit.
Eventual Spirit?
Vengeful
Shape of
Spirit was
Moon?
at Shape of Moon, yeah.
Okay, so and I had mine. Can't remember. I think it's
Baldur Shell.
Shell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The reason why I was even more willing to take the Fluke Nest goal is because Sports Room was at 900 essence. So
Yeah, I saw.
I thought to myself,
I saw
this is
Sports
a dead
Room at
goal.
Resting Grounds, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I can't get this."
Yeah, I thought to myself, this goal is dead. I
Yeah.
mustn't go there. But then,
Yeah.
I mean, if you had been like quick enough, you would have been able to get the Rescue Breda plus Sly goal, I think.
I went a totally different direction from you. After that, like I said, I went into City of Tears. After that point,
Mhm.
and I did a couple of things. Like I said, I visited Soul Sanctum, which you never went to. So I don't think like there were everything in Fungal Wastes I was never gonna get. I had just gone a totally different way from you.
Yeah, I mean, you got Chris Hart because I was like, I knew it was in your home row, so
Yeah,
okay.
that was pretty much gonna be mine.
Definitely. Did you commentate, Mick, or did you just wake up?
What's that? No,
Did you
I
commentate
commentated the whole
race, or-
race. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that'll be fascinating.
I did fascinating things. It's not because I won that I'm like totally like beatable. I actually took the shortcut. You know, I used City Crest and then I entered because I wasn't sure if like using the City Crest was meaning like go under the gate, and then I went on the other side and I went all the way back to Legator because I thought that would hard save me, but I'm pretty sure that didn't. So I
Yeah,
lost a lot of time.
Yeah, the way that using City's Crest works is at least if the crest is not there because you went in before, because you went in a different way, then you can then you still get it if you just kind of sit there and pretend to use City's Crest.
Well, that's changed now with this rando, so the door is there now.
Oh, the door is there now?
Yep.
Okay.
You can just use it over and over and over again, and it doesn't hard save you.
That's convenient.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. So I could have... And so using, you just put it in the statue?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure about that, so I decided to enter.
I mean, whatever.
Okay,
you had the way back over anyway, so it didn't really make a difference.
Yeah. That's why I did. But the most dumb thing I did was trying to do the turn skip without dash. That was... I think that was a big moment.
That was pretty dumb.
I tried a few times, and then I was, what the fuck? I was like, there is something. Why doesn't the dash come out? And I said, yeah, because I don't have dash. Okay.
There was something that I was there were a couple of moments where I was like, what the hell am I doing? I don't know. I feel like Deepness was the right play I had to make from this side of the map.
It hurt my heart that you went in the other way to Deepness, though, because you went right past Dream Nail. Or like you missed
yeah,
Dream
that's
Nail
right,
at
because
Spore Room.
Dream Nail was on Spore Room.
Oh, you didn't get Spore Room. Oh, crap.
I didn't get Dream Nail for so long, and I was like, where the hell is it? It was right there.
So, Mothwing Cloak was at Fluke Nest.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
And Shade Cloak was at Descend in Dark.
Yeah, sure, okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, game.
And I just want to verify something. Okay, so Dreamgate was at Sports Room.
I picked up Dreamgate.
And Sports Room was at Dreamgate, actually.
Yeah.
That was the pickup. But
just
I had
swap
Dreamgate
places.
in the end,
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, there's not really interesting things.
I'm sad. It was a good game. I feel like even though like the Gom and Garpede thing happened, I feel like I did a lot better this race than I have in previous races, so I'm not upset about that.
Yeah, I mean, both of you guys played pretty well. I was
Oh, definitely.
maybe a little bit upset that Muri was in go mode so early and then just kept doing checks.
I wasn't sure if I was in go mode. By when did you, like, were you really mad at me, Mick?
After you found Dreamnail, you had enough to get, I think it was 12 goals at that point.
Yeah, but I didn't want to. I wanted to have like a way to go faster because Pistol Hard is a pain to use.
Mm-hmm.
He
That's
wanted
true.
he wanted to play fair. That's
Yeah.
all.
Also, I think had a pretty interesting Dreamgate strats. I think that's really important.
At least
Swag
you used
points.
it. It made me happy.
Yeah, I picked up
Yeah.
Dreamgate and then I just never bothered using it. It was too late in the game.
Well, it was powerful. I like it, to use it in deepness because you can like put a Dreamgate right where you normally bench. So if you don't want to go to the deepness tag, which I didn't, I just put Trampas,
Dreamnail on the back.
Dreamgate, Garpid, and then I 7 quid to a bench.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't know. I wanted to do checks. I thought, yeah, it's around the bingo. It's cool.
Oh man. Good game though.
I was really lucky. I was on the Sprint Master, Dash Master. Yeah, I had a lot of luck. Yeah. So yeah, GG.
GG, man.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. I'm going to close it out on my end.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was fun to watch.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, thanks for commentating.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
See you guys
really
later.
appreciate it, Mick. See you around.
Yeah.